how I decided on Green School New Zealand, I was actually looking for a change of pace for myself and my kiddo. And I knew before he was 10 years old, I wanted to take him overseas. So I was looking at Portugal, Spain, Italy, Mexico, and New Zealand. So I started Googling the best places to raise a child in New Zealand. And New Plymouth Taranaki came up, and I was like, I've never heard of this place, even though I've been here several times. And one of the highlights came up and that said, home of the first green school outside of Bali. And I said, what's a green school? I'm like, do they paint it green? I don't know, whatever. And so I went and I looked, I was like, woo! You know, I got like excited when you just kind of like look at the architecture and you start reading their philosophies about creating future leaders who are confident and competent in their own person, as well as being able to bring that confidence, competency to the world. And I was like, ooh, I need more. So that's how we decided. So it was kind of in the middle of COVID, and I started reaching out and applied. So it was really just a sense of adventure and us wanting to try something different from what we were used to. And then searching the world and literally just having fate guide my hand to the green school. I think I came as an open book. I had an expectation of it being child focused, like whole person education focused, and it's excelled and met and excelled my expectations along those lines. My child is beyond thriving. So he's going to be 6 tomorrow. In the US, he'd be in kindergarten, so I don't really have too many expectations per se from a curriculum standpoint, or he needs to read or he needs to do that. My expectation was that he was going to be welcomed and that he was going to be put in places where he could succeed and also fail gracefully, and that's been met. I want to say overwhelming, but it's overwhelming in such a positive way. I've never actually dropped into a community that's felt so connected so quickly, and I'm not a person who opens up, so I'm still holding back a little bit, like, hey, this kind of can't be real. Just the amount of engagement that the parents want with each other, the amount of information and just friendliness that people have. I was telling my friends back home that I kind of feel overwhelmed because we wake up and Friday morning some parents are putting on sports for kids, and then the afternoon it's a beach pickup, and then it's an evening it's a vegan potluck, and then the next morning we were all invited to go volunteer to help a local community with a clothes drive, and then that evening it's like Sunday soup night, and then okay, on Wednesday morning you go dip in the river and you have coffee. I mean, it's like nonstop. Like, I can't explain it. It's like, it's just so welcoming, and the families here are so engaged and just want to get to know you and your kids and why you're here, and to actually bring the school forward. You've probably heard it's a startup, and I think all the parents here are really interested in participating to make the Green School the best possible for their kids. Oh, as far as getting engaged with the community, I think it's your level. You just absolutely pick. If you want to go full on and you completely engaged, you can do that. Or you can choose to not be engaged and focus on your family and focus on the amazing outdoor activities that Taranaki has to offer. Or you can focus more on the school opportunities. So I actually attend Kapahaka every Thursday. So we learn the Maori songs with my child. So I actually get to participate in his learning. So it can go from one end of the spectrum to the other. You can choose to just let your child have the learning experience, or you can have a full-bodied engagement with the school, and anywhere in between. So as far as it being 100% the right decision, I think for me, that's two. I think coming to New Zealand has been absolutely transformative for myself and my child. I won't go into that too much, but it has definitely been transformative. As far as coming to the Green School, I don't have expectations for my child per se. He loves it here. He loves the play dates here. What I've actually gotten is more feedback from the parents who say, wow, like your kids really dropped in here. Like your kids really made connections here. Like your kid really is getting along with everybody. So that's what brings me joy, is that, oh, we actually have found the right place. So he's 6. I don't think he can really articulate, wow, Mom, this is so amazing for me. I'm so glad you brought me here and you're changing the rest of my life. It's more, he's just really found a place to thrive and drop in, and other people notice it. So that brings me joy. And so I know he's in good hands, and he's surrounded by people who are going to bring the best out in him. I would say if you are from the US and considering coming to the Green School, reach out to the Green School initially and they will put you in touch with the people from the US who you can connect with and ask questions. I can't summarize like anything because it's kind of a big change, but it's well worth it. You know, there's too many like small little things to be like, oh, do this. That's why like get in touch with the Green School, and we have a big parental community, and we're actually working on creating a hub and more information to get out to really attract people. But coming over here, it's transformative. I was talking to one of the parents who works with CEOs on a daily basis, and he says, it's like unplugging from the matrix. It's completely unplugging from the matrix. Just a different perspective. And your kids like really want you to come to school here too. Like they want you to participate. So it's a big question. What could I tell to parents coming from the US? There's big changes, but we can help you through that. Contact us, we got you covered. Super easy peasy. As far as like an overarching, what's the difference here? It's completely transformative. Just the way you look at life, the way you engage with people, the way you engage with your educators, the teachers, the student body, and you're a true participant in the community and in the school is really distinct from the US system.